Nelson from Thief River Falls Radio for another community grant. We're back out at the farm. You know, we spend most of our summers just getting ready for winter, so as long as we got a little warm temp and some sunlight, I wanted to bring you out to the farm and show you some of the things that we use to make farming a little bit easier with the cattle. We'll take a look at our Manitoba fly trap and some of the basic simple ways that we generally get around. So if you're ready, let's go. Come on, babies. Collection of old wood and screening is called a Manitoba fly trap. The way it works, there's a couple of milk jugs hanging in the middle. They land on that. When they jump off of the milk bottles, they hit the inside of the trap and they follow the screen to the light. As they go to the light, they go up to this upside down jug that has a funnel inside it. They can find their way through the funnel going in, but they can't find it going out. And as you can see, I've got about ½ inch to an inch of dead flies here on the bottom, so it actually works quite well. It's the Manitoba fly trap, and I was probably into it for about $75, and I've had it maybe 10 years, and it works pretty good. It works all the time. It doesn't get a tremendous amount of flies, but it's always catching them. Come on. They're sticky. They won't move. What I'm standing under right now, and I've got 40 of my best friends and their kids in the background, is a shade structure. A couple of them that I built a few years ago. Now, if you wonder about the value of shade for a cow, try it yourself sometime. Go stand out in the sunshine in 85-degree heat all day long without a cap or sunglasses and see what it's like. It's much nicer to be under shade, and I found the cattle congregate under here and they're a lot more content. You don't see them as uncomfortable as they are when they're out in the sunshine. And when there's not a lot of trees around and you want to make good use of very productive pasture, it's kind of a nice thing to have. I built these myself, got a little help from Brian Steiger, actually quite a bit of help from Brian Steiger. It's made out of 2x2 steel, 1/4 inch thick, so yeah, it's heavy duty, but I can pull it around with my four-wheeler, the one you've seen me driving in this video. And the roof here is made out of 2x6s, treated 2x6s that are mounted on top with something called shade fabric on top. Only lets about 30% of the sunshine through. A little bit, but not a lot. Cattle they're way more curious than people think they are. They're not big fans of this thing. Pretty well in the wind, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's a pretty strong wind. See if I can land it on the barrel. You probably noticed at our place, we reuse a lot of things. I try and keep everything inexpensive, but to use some fairly efficient, old school ways of doing things that make it a little bit nicer for the cattle and a lot easier for me. I'm glad you joined us out here on the farm. I'm Grant Nelson with another edition of Community Grant.